Okay, first, to find the solution to this one, all they want you to do is put it in the calculator. Go into y equals, put in 1.5x, and in y2, 12 minus 2.5x. Put them into y1 and y2. Two different ways you can do it, but the easiest way, I think this one has a decimal, so you have to go through and do it the 3 wishes. Second, trace, 5 for intersect, let the 2 lines graph. You need to make sure that you can see both of the, we're going to find out later on today, you have to see both of them on the graph for this to work. Press enter 3 times. My intersection point, you should have gotten 3 and 4.5. Now on the table you won't see that because it's not going to have well I guess it will say 3 and 4.5 because it's in the y column. So right here, y1 and y2 are the same, then I know that it's a solution. The second one, same thing. Go to y equals. I'm going to put these into the calculator. I've got 15 minus 2x and 12 plus x. Second, trace, 5 for intersect. Make sure you're patient and let them graph. Press enter 3 times. It gives me the intersection of 1, 13. You can also find it by looking in the table. Right here, y1 and y2 are the same. Okay, I want you guys to go now to the front of your paper. We're going to go here to this word problem. Okay, and it talks about Bowl-A-Lot Bowling Alley charges $2.50 per game. You guys should be circling, highlighting the word per. And Bowling Pins charges $2 per game. Okay, for the shoe rental. When you're talking about defining your variables, x and y, this per right here, I know that I'm going to have 250 times x, and the x represents the number of games. Well, when you go to bowl, you're going to pay per game and then pay per shoes. So this right here, this y is going to be your total cost. Y is your dependent variable, it's your end result. My Bowl-A-Lot right here, if we go to Bowl-A-Lot, we're going to have y equals, the total cost equals 250 times the number of games, plus you pay a one-time shoe rental of $2. Bowling pins. This one, you're going to pay y equals $2 times each game, plus $4 to rent the shoes. Now we need to go and graph the 2 equations. But we need to also label. X is the number of games, y is the total cost. So I'll go down here on my graph. X is the number of games, y is the total cost. Now it's hard for me to see, so let me pull this down. I see 250x plus 2. Y equals 250x plus 2. We normally do the slope and the y-intercept. It may be easier to go into your calculator, go into y equals, put 250x plus 2, second graph. Find the whole numbers. So I've got, it went away, but let's see if I can get it. 0, 2. If I pull it back up, I've got 2, 7, and 4, 12. 2, 7, and 4, 12. You can do the decimals, but on this graph it may be a little bit more difficult. So I'll go to 0, 2 and put a dot, 2, 7, and 4, 12. And I will draw my line. On the other one, it was y equals 2x plus 4. This one we can graph like we know with our slope and the y-intercept. Or you can build a table here too. It doesn't matter which way you want to do it. When you put that in the calculator, you're going to find these numbers here. It's the same as plotting the y-intercept and going up 2 and over 1. Up 2 and over 1. You want to keep going because what we're trying to do is ding, 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 find where the two lines intersect. And then we're going to draw our line. Now our solution is where the two lines intersect. Right there. That point right there is 4, 12. Well, letter D says, for how many games will the cost to bowl be the same at both places? This is when it's the same. Right here it's saying, if I bowl 4 games, it's going to cost $12. It doesn't matter which bowling alley I go to. So it's going to be 4 games. Now the second question down here says, if you are planning on playing more than 6 games, which bowling alley should you choose? Are you going to want the one that's more expensive or cheaper?
Cheaper.
Cheaper. So if I go over here to 6 and I go up, the first one I run into is this blue line. This blue line is right here, 2x plus 4. Which one was that?
Bowling pin.
It was bowling pins right here. So if I'm bowling 6 or more games, bowling pins is where I want to go because it's cheaper. What if I was only going to bowl, what if I was only going to bowl 2 games? Which one would be better to go to?
The red line.
The red line, which is whatever one up there that one was. Because here at 2, I run into the red line first, it's only going to cost me $7. At bowling pins, it's $8. So I would go to bowl a lot. Okay, go ahead and stop.